Attention guests, there's a gray Dodge Ram parked on the visitor's side that needs to be moved, please. Daddy Hacks is the license plate number. If you could please move that truck, thank you.
Should Batting fourth is the second baseman, number 6, Cannon Albright. Batting fifth will be the first baseman, number 13, Zach Bowles. Batting sixth will be the DH, number 5, Thomas Peck. Batting seventh is the right fielder, number 9, Wyatt Wolf. Batting eighth is the catcher, number 15, Grant Smith. And batting ninth, the center fielder, number 8, Carson Augustini. And towing the rubber day for Basha is number 11, David Richter. And the starting lineup for the Chandler Wolves is going to be batting first, the center fielder, number 3, Wally Hassan. Batting second will be the catcher, number 5, Yale Johnson. Batting third, the shortstop, number 4, Braden Flores. Batting fourth, the left fielder, number 13, Sam Lorgan. Batting fifth, the third baseman, number 12, Dylan Lopez. Batting sixth, the second baseman, number 23, Brian Romero. Batting seventh, the DH, number 8, Luke Riley. Batting eighth, the first baseman, number 17, Christian Flores. And batting ninth, the right fielder, number 2, Freddie Santillan. And pitching for Chandler today is number 9, Jorge Roman.
Thank you, Matt. And one thing that I would like to note is on the Basha side of things, one major change. For the past few games, we've been seeing a lot of Chase Chandler out in right field. Today we have Wyatt Wolf out there.
Yeah, this is when Zach Bowles goes back to his normal position at first. It puts Cannon back to second base, and then Wyatt has kind of been that standard out there in right field. He has an absolute cannon out there. He has, I believe, 3 assists from the outfield at home plate this year. So it's this is what Bash's normal lineup is. The big change here is the DH being Thomas Peck today. They've had the freshman in there who's been DHing for the last few games, is Leakin Demmons.
And we'll take it away for the national anthem. Well, a pleasant good afternoon here from Chandler High School, where it's not as hot as it was when these two teams matched up here last year.
Yeah, absolutely. This is a nice break. This is going to be about the coolest we're going to be, because it's expected to be in the 90s starting tomorrow. But Chandler being one of the oldest high schools in the area, it's an absolute gorgeous setup out here. We'd be remiss without first thanking UREP TV for allowing us to commentate this game. We normally do the Basha home games. So coming out here and being able to do this and working with UREP is a fantastic experience, and looking forward to a great bowl game today.
Yeah, and we had our first chance at neutral broadcasting last year with the playoff games, Tucson versus Queen Creek, I believe, and it's great to put the headsets back on.
Absolutely, this is gonna be fun. I'm looking forward to seeing the lefty here for Chandler, Jorge Roman. It looks like as he's taking his warm-up pitches. So this should be a very good game. The first game Monday was a 1-0 affair. Not a lot of offense, but some great defense, great pitching on both sides. So hopefully we're going to see a little bit more offense from both teams and have a great game out here in the 6A Premier Region.
And we look forward to it, as you guessed it, Gavin Smith is getting ready to step into the batter's box.
Yeah, the ever-dangerous shortstop for Basha, one of the leading hitters in the state. Tied for second in home runs. I was checking the stats the other day. There are just home runs have been flying out at an incredible pace here. And Hamilton High has 3 players in the tied in the top, area there, 2 with 10 and 1 tied with Gavin at 9. So that's pretty incredible because last year I don't remember seeing that many home runs hit. So it's been quite a year for the offenses.
Well, now we are ready to get underway.
Batting first for Basha is number 10, Gavin Smith.
Go Chandler!
On the mound is Ramon. We'll see what he knows about Gavin Smith based on where he throws his first pitch. That's going to be a ball. 1-0 count. And Smith's going to hit that one. It's going to drop in for a base hit. Running over
he
to
is looking
second.
for 3.
He gets the hold-up call and gets back safely.
I am actually fairly surprised there, Ethan. He looked like he was going 3 all day long. Great play by the right fielder out there to get that ball in because he had to run it a long way.
I'm shocked that he was already close to halfway. I think he should have been aggressive. I know he got that hold-up call, but hey, I think he heard it a little bit too late that he was almost out at second. I think it would have been I think it would have not been as close of a play at third.
Absolutely. But better safe than sorry when you got, the hot-hitting number 1 Max Madrid coming up to the plate.
Right, and especially with the close game that these two teams played in, you got to be a little bit smart.
Little hit by pitch there. Looks like caught him on that huge elbow guard that he wears.
So that brings up the ever-dangerous 5-tool Landon Zaborowski.
Get the Utah Valley commit, third baseman, and extraordinaire to throw when he was younger, but this is the first experience we've had seeing him out there, and he looks like a complete natural on the mound.
Oh, yeah. And he's not overly pushing it, and he's still hitting 89 consistently. That one's popped up out towards right field. It'll be caught. Nice play by Santillan to just range in and make the catch.
Now batting number 6, Albright.
So the pitcher here, it's the first out. Now they're 1 pitch away, a double play from getting out of this inning.
Cannon Albright has been hot as of late.
He had the only RBI for Basha on Monday.
First pitch to Albright is in there, strike 1.
I like that curve. You can see that we have the view here at our table. It's that low, slow break. It's a beautiful pitch.
Pickoff move is not going to do anything.
And as we've learned throughout the season, there's not a fake pick to second base. Otherwise, they call it a time clock violation. So you just see the little lob throw out there to second.
One 1-0 pitch. In there for a strike, 1-1. Pitch, swung on and missed. My bad, it was an 0-2 pitch, that's strike 3. Zach Bowles.
Monday's winning pitcher, Zach Bowles, the soft.
In second for the Bears. The pitch is high. 1-0. Window pitch. A sliding catch out there in left field by Sam Lorgan to end the inning.
Beautiful play.
And we'll take it to the bottom of the first here at Chandler High. Wally Hassan leads off for the Chandler Wolves as we get ready to see the beginning of Richter's outing today.
Yeah, David Richter, the junior right.
Swing and a miss, strike one. I mean, if you're wondering how talented this kid is, he was ahead of some D1 pitchers in the rotation, especially one who's a JUCO pitcher right now. But, I mean, he was right there smack dab in the middle of one of the greatest rotations in the history of Basha baseball.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, he was the only underclassman that saw significant innings last year for Basha and a senior-laden team.
0-2 pitch. It's low for a ball. I mean, and you can just tell the physical development. He just looks like a bigger kid now.
1-2 count. Way to hold off on that pitch by Hassan.
2-2.
Senior center fielder for Chandler today.
Two pitch. That's pop foul. You know, and when you have guys that really find themselves in a mold as a sophomore, it helps to avoid, you know, that year of all underclassmen.
I think that's where Chandler finds themselves right now. They have a lot of underclassmen. Hassan's done a great job of working this count here.
Full count. The offering is fouled back.
Good job of fighting that off right there. And this is what you look for from your leadoff batter. Just seeing a lot of pitches, letting everybody else see what's out there. It's done a great quality at bat here to lead off the game for Chandler.
Let's see what Richter goes to. 3-2. Chopped into the glove of Zaborowski, but it's foul. I mean, if you want to get a pitcher's pitch count up, this is one way to do it.
8th pitch of the at-bat to start the game.
Full count offering again. Is in there, strike three.
Got that inside corner there. Great framing job by Grant Smith, the catcher.
It's a great pitch.
But a quality at bat nonetheless there by Hassan. He set up the rest of the team. They've seen a lot of pitches. They've seen what Richter can throw. That's going to lead up the sophomore catcher, Yale Johnson.
The pitch to Johnson is lined over the glove out there of Wyatt Wolf. And that'll be 2 bases. But what a throw. What a relay throw in, as, you know, you were talking about earlier.
Well, that ball just carried opposite field into the power alley. Got a pinch runner coming out for the catcher. It's going to be number 1, Alexander Reynolds. And as you look out there at Reynolds, he just looks like he's ready to slide. He's got the dirty pants already. Looks, and he's got some speed to him. Going to put some pressure on Basha. Brings up the Braden Flores, the shortstop, number 4.
1 on, 1 out. We'll see how Richter pitches from the stretch. Pitch. And it gets past Smith. And now we got we got Johnson, my bad, on third.
Reynolds, but we'll get it. It's all right.
We'll get it.
So now Chandler's done what Basha was unable to do in that first inning and advanced that runner from second to third and less than 2 outs.
Pitch. And a grounder up the middle, and that's going to be an RBI single. Good piece of hitting for Flores, and it's a 1-0 ball game.
Piece of hitting there, Ethan. He just didn't try to do too much with it. Sent it right back up the middle. Wasn't a Didn't overswing, just great approach by the leading hitter for Chandler, Braden Flores.
Look, and I've seen this matchup between these two teams for the past 2 years before this, and I feel like this might be the most even match that these teams are.
Yeah, quite possibly. This is the senior left fielder, Sam Lorgan.
Pitch in the dirt, ball 1.
Short stroke, Sam. Barrel through. Get that barrel right there.
The 1-0 offering. And that's popped up. A couple guys under it, and it'll be Max Madrid to make the catch. 2 gone in the inning. It brings up the pitcher from yesterday's matchup, third baseman, number 12, Dylan Lopez.
The sophomore phenom. Very impressive outing on Monday.
Swing and a miss. 0-1.
Looked like a change up there. They just bottom dropped out of it. Painful pickoff attempt there. Took it in the ribs.
Little bit of a different seat that we have here. The pitch. Did he go?
Umpire says he did. Didn't even ask for assistance.
You know, I mean, we've seen in recent games that assistance hasn't been helpful. 0-2 count, 2 outs. And that's the throw away. You know, early on, the Bears look a little sloppier than we're used to seeing in just catching the ball, whether it's passed balls on pitches or pickoff attempts.
Ryan, you're going to have to bring in Braden home. You need to go there, need to coach him all the way home.
0-2, 2 outs. And that's in the dirt.
Yeah, coaching that's going on from the Chandler side.
Yeah, and I'm sure it's picking up on the mic a little bit as well when it's like right there.
It's great letting his on deck better know, hey, you got to take this up if this ball's hit.
1-2. It's in there, strike 3. So a runner comes home on the Flores RBI single, but 2 strikeouts in the inning, and we go to the top of the second. Chandler with a 1-0 lead. And we're back here in the top of the second. If you're just tuning in, the Chandler Wolves have a 1-0 lead. First pitch in there to Peck is a called strike, 0-1.
Nice slow curveball there.
Peck, Wolf, and Grant Smith due up. It's in their
Back to
first
back,
strike.
beautiful curveballs.
0-2. Swung on and missed. Good strikeout there for Roman. Second on the day.
Now batting number 3, Wolf.
Pitch to Wolf is high, ball 1. One 0. High, ball 2. Two 0. And it's a roller into the shortstop. And it's going to be an easy 6-3 put out. Nice play from Flores to Flores.
Yeah, Roman's doing a really good job keeping these Basha hitters off balance here. Exception of Grant Smith, who hit a double lead it off. They have not been able to really square up a ball. And he's, the strikeouts, he's had everybody out in their front foot. Grant Smith, the catcher.
First pitch to Smith, swung on and missed, 0-1.
There's that curveball again, just out in front.
One pitch. That's the ball. There's something about just tall, lanky guys who are pitchers. Their release point is just so far out there that it makes it hard to see the ball until the last second. Especially the guys that are throwing really high velo in their first strike. And I know we've talked about this a little bit with Scott over there on the other mic on the Basha Bears broadcast.
Now, Roman has a beautiful, just easy delivery. That time, as I say that, he tried to overthrow it a little bit, but.
Well, and I also think it helps with the curveball to have those long arms to just release it at the last possible second with the spin rate and all of that. 2-2. Lunges at that one, and it's going to be caught out there in left field by Lorgan. So the Bears go down 1-2-3, and we head into the bottom of the second. Chandler with a 1-0 lead. And we are back here in the bottom of the second. Romero, Riley, and Flores, the first baseman, are due up. First pitch is top foul our way. And if we didn't have this screen here, it would have hit us.
Romero wearing a different number today in the home white jerseys for Chandler, number 23. He was 24 on Monday.
0-1. In there for a strike. 0-2. For a description, for those who typically listen to us at Basha games, where the camera well would typically be at a professional game is that's going to drop in for a base hit.
Beautiful piece of hitting there by Romero. 0-2 count, sit back. Just threw his hands at the ball. Good things happen.
Now batting number 8, Riley.
Luke Riley steps up to the plate.
Riley's the DH today.
That pitch is in there for a strike, 0-1.
That looked like it crossed up Grant there a little bit, the way he caught it with his arm tucked in.
The 0-1. It's fouled back. It looked like Riley was just trying to protect himself there with the bunt.
Great defensive bunt swing there. Yeah, that one ran up on him, would have caught him in the head.
So 0-2 count. The pitch from Richter. It's just outside. One, two. Swung on and missed. It's another strikeout for Richter. 3 on the day.
I don't know if that was a slider. If he throws a slider, it had the action of a slider, some sort of breaking ball. I don't know if I've seen him throw a slider in the past, but that thing was nasty. Brings up the first baseman, number 17, Christian Flores.
First pitch is, did he go?
He did. Called it a
0-1.
strike. He got out in front of it, couldn't hold his hands back.
It's in there for a strike.
The more traditional route of a strike there, just a called fastball down the outside corner.
Well, one thing here is the umpire is positioned in, in the middle of the infield, so it's not like the same angle where you typically see calling down to first or third.
If we had multiple umpires, yeah. Ooh, good take there by Christian.
Which really, is he going to get as much of a... I mean, he's not going to get as much of a view of the plane as you would if you were at first. It's a ball.
Good block there by Grant Smith, keeping the ball in front of him. Flores started his career at Basha before transferring over to Chandler High.
Pitch. Did he go? Yes, he did.
Now batting number 2.
4 strikeouts on the day for David Richter. Pitch is low. Ball 1.
Freddie Santillan, the senior right fielder, batting 9th today. Looking to get a little 2-out rally here for Chandler. I do like Chandler's home uniforms, the all whites. It's just a classic good look.
Santillan went 0 for 2 with a walk yesterday. He chops out one foul.
Catcher explodes out of the dugout, showing his shortstop skills.
A 1-1 count. The look over from Richter. Pitch. And that's the ball. Normal sized lead out there for Romero. Pitch. And it's chop foul. 2-2 count.
See if Chandler tries to induce something here, get some action going with a 2-2 count. Maybe a hit and run, just a straight steal.
2-2. And that's lifted out towards left center. Ranging in is Madrid, and he'll make the catch. A leadoff hit for Romero, but Richter gets the next 3, and we head into the 3rd inning in this 1-0 ball game.
Leading off for Basha, number 4, Augustini.
Carson Augustini leads off the inning. Augustini, Smith, Madrid due up.
No. That's not how they wrote it on here.
Pitch is outside for a ball.
Some of, like 2 of them have first names, but the rest of them don't. Is that how they like? I'm guessing that's how they like to be called. No. Half of them.
Two-0 count here. Pitch to Augustini.
Beautiful breaking ball. He really just has great command of that slow curve.
2-1 the count. 2-1 pitch is low for a ball. Pitch is high. Ball 4.
There's Basha starting off the inning. Got a runner on. Let's see if they can make something happen with their senior leaders coming up here. Grant Smith, the Harvard commit.
Gavin.
Gavin, excuse me. What was I thinking?
Number 10, Gavin Smith.
I don't know. I make like 5 of those mistakes at least a game. You know, where you're thinking of one guy and you say the other. And it's easy with the same last name, same first initial. That's a ball.
Carson with a shorter lead with the lefty pitcher up there. And his first move there was to go back towards first. Clear indicator he's not going anywhere.
The pitch.
Did it again.
In there for a strike. You know, that's the advantage of having a lefty pitcher. You can look at the runner to the last possible second.
now Carson's seen that easy move, but I have a feeling that Roman has a really good one coming through.
The pitch. It's popped up.
1-2 count.
Lovely voice you're hearing all over this today.
1-2 offering, and it's going to be a throw over. One, two, and that's fouled off into the construction site, it seems. It was more in like the football stadium direction, but a lot of construction is going on around here.
Continual improvements.
I mean, are they prepping for the school to have like 10,000 students?
This is a very large high school.
And that's the ball.
2-2 count now. Such a dominant football program they've had from here for the last decade.
2-2 pitch. And that's laced out towards left field, right into the glove of Sam Lorgan.
Just on a line out there. He didn't even have to move. That ball was smoked.
Now batting number 1, Madrid.
You know, one of the things is you get into 6A Premier play, and all of a sudden, all of these guys have seen Gavin Smith's dominant run last year. I mean, he was in such a good form coming off of the National High School Invitational last year that I think, you know, these teams have adjusted pretty well.
Yeah, he's not going to see too many fastballs down the middle anymore.
Pitch is high.
I think Max Martin have taken that a little personal. Each pitch has been in on him.
Pitch is fouled off.
The ball almost spun back into fair territory.
That's why you heard a lot of yells. Just go get it.
In pool, we say that thing had a lot of English.
One offering. That's the ball. You know, I mean, when you go to a foul ball like that, I know it sounds dumb, but a ball like that, if it rolls back in and somehow he ends up on first, that changes the momentum of a game. Because, you know, all the guys are thinking, why didn't we just pick it up? 2-1 the count.
Stark contrast from what we usually have at Basha's home field. The wind is blowing in at the batters. It always seems to be blowing out at Basha.
2-1. Bounces before the plate.
Great block by Johnson. Just another one of the sophomores here on Chandler's team.
Won the count, the pitch, and it bounces before the plate again. So now the Bears have runners on first and second with Landon Zaborowski stepping into the batter's box. I almost accidentally said Ryland.
Now batting number 14, Zaborowski.
You're landing at 6'4" plus here. I love every time we see him with these pants that are pulled down. They always look like high waters on Landon because they just don't make them long enough for him.
And that pitch outside. Ball 1.
What I've noticed about Ramon out here in these first few innings is how much he takes off on that curveball because he's got some good zip on the fastball.
1-0. And it's fouled off.
There was that breaking ball. There's got to be a good 10 to 12 miles an hour difference between those two pitches.
If you look at Zaborowski's, batting stance out there, if he can time a breaking ball perfectly, I mean, there's a lot of power. Just looking at the legs and how he loads back up, how he loads them,
Yeah, he's only had, and we say only, 2 home runs this year, but both of them have just been absolute nukes. That was off his foot.
He looks like his batting stance. It looks like he's loading up to take a drive on a par 5.
Yeah, 2-strike approach here, 1 and 2.
One, 2 offering. It is high.
This looked like a Roman just tried to overthrow that a little bit. What that does do is changes the batter's eye. So when he comes back, if he does come back with a breaking ball here, it's going to look that much sweeter.
2-2. And that's a foul ball. So
Land in time, that one.
we're between third base and home plate, and we have to lean over to see the angle of where a ball ends up when it's hit towards left field. I mean, we also do have a monitor here that we can kind of look at.
Hey, let's go, Nine. Let's go, defense.
Yeah, 2-2 count here. Runners on first and second.
Let's see what pitch he goes to. And it's fouled off of the catcher's mask in an at-bat that's reminiscent of the very first plate appearance of the game, where Hassan wound up striking out on the other side.
Yeah, you see, he's just battling up there. You're fouling the ball off, doing what you have to do to stay alive. Just really getting to see what Roman has in his repertoire here.
The pitch from Roman is popped up.
It's going to be a tough play.
First base side, Flores does a little footwork and makes the grab.
Great play over there by Christian. He had to run a long way. It was hit so high he was able to run and then settle and come back underneath it.
He looks like an NFL receiver trying to get 2 feet in right there. 2 gone.
Brings up Cannon Albright, the second baseman, number 6.
The thing about this Basha lineup is even if 2 of those top 4 guys are batting cold, you have other guys who might be hot. And I mean, Albright in the past couple weeks has been very hot at the plate.
Made that very close there. Yale Johnson threw him down and back pick to second base.
It seems like the Wolves have some sort of priority on really keeping those runners in check today. Swing and a miss there.
So deceptive with that breaking ball.
Fastball your way, Freddie. Be ready.
Pitch. Fouled off. So in the high school game, is it only the pitcher, catcher, and the coach that get the pitch com?
I think it's just the catcher.
Just the catcher?
I haven't seen the pitcher wearing anything. For those our viewers at home, the catcher, you can see he has a little Secret Service mic in his ear. He's getting the pitches that the coach is calling. I don't see any of the other fielders that have anything in their hats or anything that would indicate what pitch is coming.
Pitch is high. 2-2.
Two and two with 2 outs. 2 runners on.
The pitch. lunges at that one and pops it over into what was not no man's land as Santillan runs quite the distance to make that catch. And the game remains 1-0 in favor of the Chandler Wolves as we head into the home half of the third. So we're here in the bottom of the third.
The top of the Chandler lineup, 1, 2, 3 coming up. Starting with Wally Hassan. Had a great first at bat.
Richter got the strikeout the first matchup between these two. Pitch in there for a strike.
Oh, back to our breaking ball looked like there.
0-1 is low for a ball.
Went back to the breaking ball there.
1-1 pitch in the dirt, 2-1.
Hey, let's go, 3. Come on, kid.
Find that right center gap. 3 right here, kid. Let's go.
2-1. And that one is hit a long way out towards left field, and ranging over is Augustini to make the grab.
Not an easy play. He was shaded off to the right center field way, and he had to go a long way for that ball. Brings up the young sophomore catcher batting second here.
That'll be Yale Johnson. The pitch. Inside for a ball. 1-0 count.
Second time through the lineup, looks like Richter's decided to change it up a little bit. He's going more to the breaking ball to start out so far.
1-0 pitch. Fouled off.
Johnson took that one off his shin. Umpire's doing him a solid. Come out there and wiping down the plate, making sure he's okay. Buying him a little bit of time. Umpires and catchers have that simpatico relationship. You know, you treat them right, and they're going to take care of you.
1-1 count, 1 out. In there, strike 2.
Richter reached back on that one.
One-two pitch, and that's a ball.
Grant wanted that one. He held that thing framed for quite some time.
Two-two is another called ball.
Let's go, 5.
Johnson's worked a full count here after being down the count.
Be ready early in the count, son. Be ready early and attack it.
And another miss. That's going to be ball 4. And you know, those first 2 pitches could have been called strikes, but you know if you're not getting those first 2, the umpire has solidified his zone. Because we've seen that other pitch be called by some umpires strikes.
This umpire's been consistent all game, and there's nothing, you know, they can't really complain too much, and
Right.
can't go back to the same spot and expect him to change his answer, right?
Right. And quite honestly, 3 innings in, I think it's been one of the better umpired games that we've seen consistency.
Yeah, the strike zone seems to be pretty consistent.
Yeah. And that's all you can ask for. Pitch in there for a strike, 0-1.
Yeah. Pull through. Try to challenge them. Do arm fake. Arm fake and make sure pull through.
And that's going to be slapped into the glove of Richter. And that's going to be a double play. A nice throw to Gavin Smith, who throws it over to first base with Bowles over there. And it's a 1-6-3 double play as we head into the 4th inning in this 1-0 ball game.
End of 3.
The score remains Wolves 1, Basha 0.
For Basha, number 13, Bowles.
Start top of the 4th inning here. You got 5, 6, 7 coming up for Basha.
Bowles, Peck, Wolf. And we'll see if they can really get into Rahman. And he did go. The umpire at first is in position to make that call, and it's 0-1.
It's that slow breaking ball again. Just couldn't hold off on it.
Swing and a miss, 0-2. You know, it's something about a slow breaking ball where it's everyone's watching from the bench thinking, oh, I want that. If I can hit that, I'm taking that a long way, and then nobody can make contact with it.
Yeah, Ramon does a great job of hiding it.
0-2. And that's fair. Bowles is safe.
Bowles is very lucky he did not run out of the box.
Nice try, kid. Nice try.
He thought it was going to be a foul ball, so he broke late.
Yeah, and I'm sure the conversation with Pops over there at first might be a little bit different if he wasn't safe, if that ball was caught.
Or something might have happened there. He's got pulled out now. Got a pinch runner coming. Number 16 is running. And that's Jaden. That's not Jaden Campbell out there. I don't know who's wearing number 16 today.
Hey, let's roll it up. Dylan. Hey, Dylan, want another one. Let's go. Let's go.
And pitch. Swung on and missed. Oh, 1 to Peck. 0-1 offering. Swung on and missed. 0-2. A little bit of wind. Swung on and missed. You can tell that Peck is not very happy with that.
Now batting number 3, Wolf.
One out, one on. Wolf the batter. Throw over a little bit high. The pitch, bunted, foul. You know, that last second look over, and I know a lot of lefties do it. It reminds me a lot of what we saw of Barnes last year.
Yeah, it's having a distinct advantage, you know, when you runners on
Right.
first. That's why it makes it so difficult. If you're going to be stealing, they teach you it's on first move.
Right. The thing with Braden Barnes last year was he was very, very good at making some of those pickoffs look like they were going to be pitches. And we've seen that a few times here. And, you know, when you do that, sometimes there are consequences, and sometimes you get out of your rhythm and get a balk there.
Yeah, that one he just didn't come set. Tried to quick pitch a little bit.
That pitch is fouled over into the football stadium. Oh, 2.
Hey, looking back, Dill.
0-2 pitch. It's high.
Hard back. Come on, man. Now one. Start there.
The pitch is fouled off.
Wolf did a good job keeping his hands back there on that breaking ball.
How wide? We got one, get two.
Ready.
1-2 count. Pitch is fouled off again. And we've seen a lot of these. We've seen at least 3 of these plate appearances that have just kept going on.
Yeah, batters are battling. That's what you need here. If you're Basha, nothing fruitful has come of this, and you know they're looking to scratch that first run across. They've been a very
That's slapped into the glove.
Coach
Into the
Vic with the hands over there at third base.
bare hands of Coach Vic.
So Basha's offense has been, on the season, they've been a very high-scoring team. And here against these 2 games against Chandler, they cannot figure out the Chandler pitching.
1-2, 1 out. The pitch is, you guessed it, fouled off again.
Just a great at-bat here by Wyatt. Keeps battling. You notice when he gets that foot and he's not taking a big step, he's a 2-strike approach, really quick to the ball, keeping his hands back, adjusting off of that breaking ball.
1-2, and that's outside. There's so many foul balls in this at bat. Somebody's going to be collecting them like a squirrel getting acorns.
Yeah, I've seen players running out there that are going to run out of balls.
Two.
Gets him with the breaking ball. That breaking ball's just been pretty devastating. Oh, here comes the coach.
number 16 on the base pass for Basha is Mason Cantu. It's a name that we didn't have on our initial lineups.
A new call up from the JV squad. Mason had been tearing it up down there, so he's got his chance here towards the end of the season to come up and make a contribution on varsity.
It's always great to have that happen.
Batting number 15, Grant Smith.
So Basha, here they are, another runner in scoring position. They have 2 outs. Can they make something happen?
The pitch is low for a ball. One 0 pitch. Did he go? Yeah, he did. I was looking over the umpire. I don't even think the umpire was paying attention. A second.
No, it was the home plate. So he
Home
definitely,
plate, home plate,
went.
He went, and the home plate called it, but he went and he gave the signal over to the umpire, and the umpire was not paying attention. One. Fouled off. This is 1-2, 2 outs.
Hey, best pitch of the day right here. Show him where you want it, Yale. Show him where you want it. Let's go, execute.
1-2 offering. That pitch is a ball.
Got too much plate there.
Great job. That's
boy,
Mark.
Freddie.
Great job.
Oh, boy, Freddie.
2 in a row. 2 in a row.
So 2-2 is the count.
Yeah.
And it's swung on and missed, but that ball is not going to get there in time.
The ever elusive pass ball strikeout that you get on first base. See if Basha calls in a runner for their catcher here. You're going to get a runner here coming in for Basha. I don't know who they've called on yet. It's like number 18, Chase Chandler's going to come in and run for Monster here. Grant Smith.
Ramon is going to try to get the elusive 4 strikeout inning.
So up to Carson Augustini here, see if he can cash in for Basha.
Runners on the corners for Basha. Swing and a miss.
Like that there for Jorge. He just reached back and said, come and get it.
Take off early. No block. Make sure you hold.
Shouts from the Chandler bench telling him don't balk. 0-1. Fouled off. 0-2.
Doing great.
Take off early.
Yes, step off.
And the balk is called.
He can't do that.
And it's a tie ball game.
That's not a ball.
And And now we have an ejection. This game just turned real quick.
You're gonna wait till he calls it? That's horrible. You're still wrong. You're still wrong too.
And you can hear the arguments on the microphones.
Intimidated by that. Can't be intimidated like that.
Oh, what did you see there?
So they're arguing the balk, but the issue, they rejected the coach, not only the profanity, but the rule with Arizona baseball is the assistant coaches cannot come out and argue with an umpire. It has to be the head coach. So that's why he pretty much automatically ejected him, because it's just the assistant coach coming out and arguing. You're not allowed to do that. Not exactly sure, to be honest with you, how that was a balk. He did step off backwards.
Right.
So I don't know what he did to induce the balk there.
Right.
I don't know what he saw, but the second base umpire and the home base umpire called the balk. So I don't know what I missed there, but
I mean,
only thing I can think of is he must have spun his shoulders before he stepped off, but I'm not sure.
it's not out of the ordinary. You know, we saw last year where there were some balk calls that were nonsensical, but I mean, there was a balk called, and now it's a 1-1 game. Those are the facts here.
You really just, your 0-2 count here. Jorge can settle down, get this out, get out of the inning. He's way ahead here, but sometimes these things, you lose your concentration, and all of a sudden a big inning can happen.
0-2, and that pitch is high.
The only time you really see Roman miss like that, he reaches back, tries to get a little bit of extra, and his arm lags a little behind, so the ball's high when he's throwing that hard. Another high fastball, 2-2 count. I see him just take a deep breath here, collect himself. And he's pitched a beautiful game.
Two is in the dirt. 3-2.
So Agostini's worked it from an 0-2 count to a full count here. So 3-2, 2 outs. Both sides are going to say, just win right here.
3-2 pitch is high.
And that's tough right there. I mean, that one, he's put in a tough position there. I feel bad for the young man. You just want to see him. Here comes his catcher. Going to come out and have a conversation with him. I like this right here. Good leadership right here.
So now you have to go and face Gavin Smith. And that's that's what you get after having 3 strikeouts in the inning. And no hits in the inning for Basha. So Bowles got on via an error. And then Monster Smith, Grant Smith, got on via a strikeout, pass ball.
And both times that Gavin, has come up, he has laced the ball once to right field for a double, and the other one was a line shot to left field for an out.
The pitch. Throw back, not in time. So 0 earned runs no matter what in this inning.
It's got 1-0 count here.
1-0 pitch is looped in the infield, and it's caught. So it's a tie ball game in one of the weirdest half innings of baseball you'll ever see as we head into the bottom half of the 4th, 1-1. And we're back here in the bottom of the 4th inning, 1-1 ball game. Little defensive change out there.
Yeah, we did, and Zach Bowles must have, something was been tweaked. He's out of the game. You take Cannon Albright from second, move him to first. Wyatt Wolf comes in from right field to second base, and Trey Jones takes over in right field, be batting in Zach Bowles' position.
Long hold. And the pitch from Richter is in there for a strike.
Sam Lorgan. So one thing you have to worry about here with Richter, not necessarily a worry, but that was a long inning. So he's been over there, you know, and it had been a really quick game. So hopefully he's nice and loose still.
And
A little low.
It's been consistent there with that call. It's the ball.
Let's go, Sammy. Come on, baby. Here we go.
1-1. That's low.
Yeah, he does not like the low pitch.
Nope.
Let's go, baby. Come on.
2-1. It's in there for a strike. It's outside.
Looked like a strike.
Yeah.
Trying to call it for him. So got a 3-1 count here.
Well, we have a perfect angle here. We're right level with it and everything. 3-1. That's a ball.
The sophomore phenom Dylan Lopez coming up for second at bat. Basha's looking for another one of those double plays. Got time on the base pads, someone's tying their shoes.
Let's go, baby. Come on.
Pitch. Bunted. Richter has nobody covering. And that's something that just can't happen.
That's when, you know, either we did defensive call wasn't there, or you did just have shifts come in, right? So you had the right fielder coming in. But White's played a lot of second base this year. He caught him. It was a very late bunt, so they didn't crash. You know, good execution there by the Chandler Wolves. Now Brian Romero steps in, the freshman. Played third base on Monday, playing second base today. His first at bat, hit it right back up through the middle on an 0-2 count.
Look back at the pitch. It's a high bunt. And Smith will get under that. One gone.
Now batting number 8, Luke Riley.
Brings up Luke Riley.
It's one of the tough things about trying to bunt a higher pitch is it's easier to pop up. So see if Basha can take advantage of that gift there. Got first and second, one out. Get a double play and get out of the inning. Luke Riley stepping up the DH.
You got to get your barrel out, Chris. You don't get the barrel out, you got no chance. Get the barrel out to the hitting zone so you have a chance to make contact.
That's the strike.
Hey, eyes on it. Hey, you got it.
0-1 to Riley.
I really do enjoy sitting, you know, where we're at right now, being able to really listen to this Chandler coaching staff, you know, really encourage their players, tell them what to look for. It's just something we normally don't get to see on our booth so far away. Even though it's a beautiful view, we're just a good 100 feet away from the action. Good in on the hands there. 0-2 count. Richter looks like he may be settling in here. One thing I've noticed about David in all this starts, I think this is his 5th start if I'm not mistaken, he just doesn't get rattled. He's got ice in his veins.
0-2. Fouled off.
Good work. Come on, Nate.
Luke Riley battling here. Just got a piece of that one. 0-2 count, one out.
And that's strike 3. 2 outs here in the bottom of the
And you
4th.
With our location, you can hear from the Chandler fans, which it's tough to argue because that has been a ball all day long, and all of a sudden that's a strike. So if you're a batter, you've gotten used to his zone, and then all of a sudden he changes it on you. That's pretty tough to make that adjustment.
Now Christian Flores steps into the batter's box, and he's going to have a quick meeting with his coach.
So that coach is going to get a pinch hitter coming in here. It is number 15. Number 15 is Colin Murphy, the freshman. If I'm not mistaken, we saw Colin on Monday in a pinch hitting situation. He got a single. So, you know, you look up and down this Chandler lineup here, and they got a lot of underclassmen. They got to, you know, they're setting themselves up for. They're going to be very good in the future here to come.
Well, they looked completely lost last year.
Yeah, they lost, you know, the year before they had so many seniors. It was kind of like what Basha had last year, graduating 16 seniors. That was Chandler in the 2022 class. And they made some adjustments here, and there's so much talent here in the East Valley.
Swing and a miss.
Great pitch. This Premier region, and you know, throw Castile in there as well. This whole East Valley region, there's just so many good ball players.
Put it play, baby. Let's go. Let's go, Murph. Come on, Murph. Let's go, kid. Let's go.
0-1 in there for a strike.
Speaking of the East Valley and the National High School Invitational, which Basha competed in last year, kicked off today, and Castile got a 10-0 victory over Wesleyan. And Chaparral from Scottsdale, they lost to Bishop Gorman out of Las Vegas.
0-2 in the dirt.
Good block there by Grant Smith. Now that's a tournament that Basha was lucky enough to get invited to. It's taking 16 of the top teams in the nation and matching them up. It's just such an unbelievable environment to be. I was so blessed to be there last year with the team. See what Richter can do here. 1 and 2, 2 outs.
1-2. 1-2 pitch. Chopped into the glove of Zaborowski, and that's a fine play to get the third out.
You know, if Zaborowski does not make that play, they do not get Colin Murphy at first, because you had Gavin playing deep in the hole. That high chopper, what a great play there by Zaborowski.
And we'll head into the 5th inning here at Chandler. 1-1 ball game. And now Max Madrid steps into the batter's box for Basha.
He hasn't had an official at bat today. Was hit by the pitch first time, and then I got a walk, so on base percentage is going up.
Right there, good.
First pitch to him is low for a ball.
Max is one of the top uncommitted seniors in the class for 2024. I know he's had some big schools looking at him after decommitting from Washington.
And pitch, swung on a miss.
Got a little overzealous there. That's not like Max to go outside the zone, chase a high fastball there.
That offering is lifted out towards center, and it'll be caught by Hassan. One gone.
Ball just died.
That brings up Zaborowski, who is 0 for 2 on the day.
And one of those quality bats, his second at bat, lots of foul balls.
The pitch is way over the catcher's head.
So this is the third time through the lineup for Jorge Roman here, and this is where, you know, the batters have seen you a few times, you've seen them, so how do you mix it up and keep them off balance?
That's a ball. 2-0. Offering. It's in there for a strike.
That, even though it's a strike, that's a great take there by Landon, because you're not going to do a lot with that. He's not like he hung the breaking ball. You're up 2-0. That's not the pitch you're looking for. Go ahead and take it as a strike.
And that's another one in there. 2-2.
Came right back with it.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Two. Swung on and missed.
3 beautiful breaking balls back to back to back.
That's 6 on the day for Roman.
Now batting number 6, Albright.
Now batting is Cannon Albright.
The new first baseman for Basha.
The pitch from Roman is high. So 1-0 is the count, and now it's 2-0.
I wouldn't be surprised to see him come back to that breaking ball. I think he's much more comfortable at this stage of the game throwing that breaking ball hit. He has so much control over it.
2-0 pitch, swung on and missed.
Young pitchers to have such a good breaking ball like that, and that's almost like that's his primary pitch, where most people work off a fastball. He uses the breaking ball to set up his fastball.
2-1, swung on and missed.
He's got the batters just guessing now. Cannon steps out of the box, takes a breath, resets himself.
So the count is 2-2. 2 outs here. The pitch is fouled off.
With that hit, it went all the way back out to the shortstop.
So the count remains 2-2. 2 outs. The pitch is high.
Hey, get one more, kid. Come on now. Dig deep. Dig deep, kid. We gotta go get him right here, all right?
Swung on and missed.
There you go, Dad.
Another strikeout for Roman. Make that 6 on the day as we head into the bottom of the 5th inning here at Chandler High.
Freddie Santillan.
All right, we are back here in the bottom of the 5th inning.
9-1-2 coming up here. Leadoff batter Freddie Santillan this inning.
Santillan hits it out to Gavin Smith, and the throw over is in time. One gone.
One pitch, one out. Just wait to see if you're young David Richter out there. Keep that pitch count low.
And that's one way to do it.
He's had to battle so many of these Chandler batters today, just foul balling. But his pitch count's fairly low, which surprised me when I looked at the stats here. He's heading in this inning, he only had 62 pitches. But, you know, through 4 innings, that's quite a lot of pitches. But Wally Hassan steps in, the center fielder.
The pitch to Hassan is fouled off. 0-1.
Really like this. The Chandler batters are stepping in there ready to hit. They're not going to take a strike. They're swinging at that first pitch. Throw a fastball. They're looking to tee off.
0-1 is low. 1-1.
Good eye, good take there.
Let's go.
1-1 is fouled off.
Another one into the football stadium. 1-2 count now.
It's a long hold there for Richter. The pitch is hit past Wyatt Wolf out there.
Like that ball just ate Wyatt up out there at second base. Usually pretty sure-handed. He just didn't get a hold of that one. That's baseball for you. So bring up the catcher, Yale Johnson here. 1 out, guy on first base. Interesting here, the defensive alignment for Basha. They actually have the second baseman and shortstop playing in a little bit. I don't know if they're expecting a bunt. Usually they'd be back at double play depth.
And that's the ball.
Halfway in, halfway out there. Looks like Basha is expecting Hassan to challenge them here on the base pads.
The pitch is high, and Jones will not get to it.
Yeah, he was shaded over to the right center field gap. Wasn't playing straight up, so he had a long way to run there.
Flores on deck. Hassan is going, and that's fouled off.
Hit and run there. I like it. I thought that Chandler may start something there. I don't know if it was going to be straight steal, but I like the approach. They just know they got to get something started here. 1-1 ball game in the bottom of the 5th inning. Richter's kind of settled in.
It feels like one of those games you got to go outside the ordinary to scratch across the run just to win it.
Yeah, both these teams have just, the past 2 games we've seen some great pitching.
That pitch is high. I mean, when a lot of the runners in this game are reaching on either a pass ball strikeout or errors or walks, I mean, you got to figure out a way to get them from first base to home.
Yeah, we have 1-1 ball game here. Neither one of the runs is earned, so. A lot of respect over there for Hassan and his speed. They're trying to keep him close.
pitch.
Yeah, good eye, yeah.
It's low.
Let's go. Good AB going right here. Let's go.
Johnson's worked a full count here, with Chandler's probably their best hitter on deck, and Braden Flores.
It's held off.
Good cut. Way to protect.
Another hit and run opportunity there.
Way to go, 3. Way to go.
It's not really a hit and run when it's 3-2 count, but would not be surprised to see him moving again.
Let's go, yeah. Lucky right here, kid.
You just want to minimize when he leaves. He does. And that's strike 3. 2 gone.
You know, and Richter has lived in that low zone. A lot of times that's been a ball. Towards as the second half of this game has started, it has that low strike has become a strike where it was a ball earlier in the game.
That's 6 on the day, I believe, for Richter.
Flores coming in the game batting .345.
That's going to be grounded to Wolf. The throw over is in time, and the Bears get out of it.
Very fundamental there from Wyatt. He wasn't taking any chances on that one after getting eaten up earlier there. So get out of the inning.
So we head into the 6th inning here in this 1-1 ball game.
We're still tied at 1.
Now batting number 9, Jones.
So we are back here in the 6th inning. It's kind of bright out over there.
I think they're dragging the softball field. Got a bunch of dirt coming in.
And that's a ball. Trey Jones, the batter.
93rd pitch of the game there for young Jorge Roman.
1-0. It's in there for a strike, 1-1.
We haven't seen Trey hitting a little bit, but he is a switch hitter. Lots of speed. Playing right field now.
1-1 is popped high, out of play. It's going to be a 1-2 count.
Go, all right.
1-2 pitch is in the dirt. 2-2.
A 2-2 count here.
That's fouled off. Two again, and it's fouled off. And that's going to be an out.
Great job of Romero there, sticking with it.
You know, that's one of those where I'm watching it live and it's not a radio broadcast, so I'm going to just see how it plays out because there's a lot going on, you know. Muffing it over there at second base, Romero, and cleanly then coming up with it and making the throw.
See another call up from JV here, Cooper Holen, the first varsity at bat in here.
I believe he did. I don't know if he had an at bat, but he was with the team earlier in the season with the preseason tournaments and stuff. The pitch swung on and missed. 0-2. 0-2 pitch is outside for a ball. 1-2, 1 out. And that's going to be cleanly fielded over there at third. And the throw is in time. Good play from Lopez to Flores. 2 gone.
Now batting number 3, Wolf.
Brings up Wyatt Wolf.
I believe he's probably at a pitch count limit there.
And his teammates coming out congratulating him. And I mean, that's a very good performance out there. And we're going to take a quick break, and we'll be right back with you on the audio.
We're back here with a new pitcher, Jamison Harris, the junior right-hander for Chandler.
That pitch is fouled off. 0-1 to Wolf.
Multiple pitches, Dave. Try to find another one. Here we go.
Oh, 1.
Beautiful breaking ball for a strike there. 0-2.
You ready, Brandon? Keep it in front, Yale. Keep it in front.
0-1. Swung on and missed, 0-2.
3 straight pitches into the game.
New change out there with Chase Chanley out in right field, but no change on the mound as we get to see David Richter try to continue his dominance out there on the mound here in the bottom of the 6th. I mean, what a pitching matchup we've had here. And, you know, if it weren't for pitch count limits, Roman could still very well be out there because the way he was dealing.
Third time through the lineup here, you got Sam Lorgan stepping into the box.
The pitch is fouled off.
Gonna have 4, 5, 6 here for Chandler.
Lorgan, Lopez, and Romero due up. 0-1 is blown past him. So 2.
David changed his arm angle on that. I almost came a little sidearm there. I don't know if I've seen much of that. I don't know if I haven't paid attention, but that was interesting.
0-2 pitch. It's in the dirt. So 1-2 count here to Lorgan.
Let's go, Sam. Let's go, Sam.
And pitch is hit out towards center, and Augustini is under it. Only takes a few steps to catch that one.
Now that ball was laced as well. That's reminiscent of what Gavin Smith hit to left field. That ball was just right at the center fielder. Unfortunate there.
You know,
that's what baseball does you, right? No matter what, even if you do everything right, still an out.
I was about to say that. I was going to say, I mean, if you hit a shot like that in basketball, you know, from the logo, it's going in.
Yeah, there's no defense, right?
It's one of those where you can do everything right and still don't do it good enough.
This young man has impressed me over the last couple of days. Dylan Lopez, he was on the mound and hitting on Monday. Here he is playing third base. Just a very, very good ball player.
And that's the ball.
Great take.
Sit on it, Dylan. Here we go.
1-1. That's in there for a strike.
Come on, double up. Be the guy, Dylan. Be the guy. Let's go.
1-2 pitch. It's in the dirt. 2-2.
Not seeing as many breaking balls right now from Richter. I think he feels like he can just get it by. Moving the ball around. Such a crafty pitcher.
Let it go.
2-2. That's chopped foul.
Another fastball.
Very good fight. Let's go, baby. Be ready for a heater.
A 2-2 count here.
The 2-2 is going to find the outfield grass.
Call that just professional at bat right there. Good job keeping his hands back. Poked that thing in the left field.
Good piece of hitting.
Batting number 23, Brian Romero.
Brings up the freshman, Brian Romero. I believe he's 1 for 2 on the day. Got a pinch runner coming in for the number 12. It's going to be number 10, Ahmad Muhammad, the senior. I would expect that when they play defense, he'll sub him back in and put him at third base there for Dylan Lopez. Looking to make something happen here in the bottom half of the 6th inning with 1 out, guy on first.
Let's go, B-Roll. Come on, baby. Let's go, Tiffany. I'm in.
Pitch. That's the ball.
Let's go, baby. Come on.
That's swung on and tipped.
Richter's just digging deep, pushing back and firing right now.
Let's go, Brian.
1-1 to Romero. And the pitch is a ball.
We don't have the advantage of the box here that Scott will put up on our normal production, but that looked like a strike. Not to argue, as I argue. 2-1 count here.
Look, I personally prefer the smaller zone compared to the bigger zone. As what a play!
My
Sensational
goodness.
double play from Landon Zaborowski there.
There's almost nothing the runner could have done there. That ball was absolutely obliterated. Landon jumps to his left, grabs the ball, and fires a rocket across the diamond. It's not like the runner. Grant does not get cheated.
Leading off for Basha, number 15.
So here we go, top of the 7th inning, I believe. I think the scoreboard is incorrect out there.
Yes, it is.
We're going to have Grant Smith, the catcher, leading off. So you got 8-9-1 for Basha. Little inside breaking ball there, backdoor breaking ball.
0-1. That's high, ball 1. Yeah, and the last thing you want to do is allow a base runner here for Gavin. It's 2-1 count. And that one is
a long run for the left fielder.
it's
Just
foul.
missed it. Could barely see it.
And strategically, do you try to send him over if he gets to first? Do you try to bunt or something?
It'd be interesting. I don't know what they can do as far as who's going to be the pinch runner coming out. If he gets on, you're already trying to manufacture a run. You got Carson coming up, who's really good with the stick. As far as good bat control, he has a good bunter, so that could be a possibility.
That's in there. Strike 3. So now batting is Carson Agostini. We apologize for any erroneous sounds on this broadcast. That's outside.
Looks like a miscommunication there.
And compared to our scoreboard, the scoreboard out here says there are 2 outs in the 6th inning. Both of those are not the case.
1 out, 7th inning.
And that's a high pitch for a ball.
Got 2-0.
It's another ball.
I would not expect a green light here.
That's in there for a strike. 3-1.
I think Mr. Harris has some good velo here.
3-1 pitch. That's a walk.
Beautiful, J-Mo.
Go, gotta have that. Go. How many outs we got?
So there's 1 out. And in a situation like this, a lot of times I'd say just to advance the runner, but you got Gavin Smith up.
Yeah, you will not see a bunt here.
Hey, get us a ground ball.
The pitch is low and away. And if you're Gavin Smith, you want to force him to give you something to hit.
Oh, absolutely. He has such command of the zone. He doesn't usually chase. So, the 1-0 count, the pitcher still doesn't. I would be surprised to see him throw a fastball down the middle.
And that one's coming our way.
Another breaking ball.
1-1.
Yes, we call that a disadvantage of being such, known commodity here in the East Valley that, they're just not going to give in and let Gavin Smith beat them. And as I look at the outfield alignment, the left fielder is almost playing at the warning track. That's no doubles depth.
And he fouls that one off. So 1 ball, 2 strikes to Gavin Smith. And you got the ever dangerous Madrid as well on deck. That one skips away. And that is what you do not want to happen if you're the Chandler Wolves. So 2-2 count. Now there's a runner in scoring position. And this is dangerous. Smith hits that one.
Foul ball. From our angle, I have to lean forward. I was like, is that gonna? Nope, foul ball. Ethan is blocked from that far left corner down here in left field.
Yeah, Matt not even let me like speculate there. He cut that off. He was like, I know he doesn't have an angle. I mean, here's the thing with Gavin Smith. When he launches a home run, you know off the bat it's coming.
Hit that hard. It was just a loud foul ball.
2-2. That's high. And the throw in the outfield, but nothing going there.
Young Yale Johnson likes to show off that arm. That's the third or fourth back pick to second base, which you don't see a lot of. Keeping the Basha runners honest.
2-2. The pitch. And that one's a high fly ball towards left field. And it will be caught on the warning track. Augustini running for third. He'll get in safely. And the go-ahead run is on third.
Yeah, that wind blowing in, I think, affected that ball because he hit that thing so high. So now here we are again, the Basha runner in scoring position. Can they push across that lead run?
That'll be up to Max Madrid, who takes that first pitch for a strike. 0-1. And they say he didn't go. I personally think he may have broken the plane.
That's a tough angle. I mean, with only two umpires, he's out there behind the pitcher.
We have a good angle of it, that's why. It's in there for a strike. Arguably better than the second base umpire. So 1-2 count, 2 outs.
Yes!
Did he go? Yes, he did. And we head into the bottom of the 7th here in a tie ball game.
And such an important game here for Basha in the East Valley here in the Premier Region. You bring in Landon Zaborowski in a 1-1 game. Usually this is not a save opportunity for him. And you take David Richter off of the bump and throw him over to first base. And you got Cannon Albright pushed over to third base, playing his third position of the game.
Well, no team has had complete control of this game.
It's just been a pitcher's duel.
Yeah.
So they go to their senior right-hand flamethrower here, usually sitting, easily at 88, 89. He's touched up to 93. So it'd be interesting to see how Landon goes here. He hasn't had a lot of warm-up pitches. So he will be asked to most likely throw more than one inning if Basha is going to win this game. Got a pinch hitter coming in here. Number 11, Braden Johnson, is going to hit. And that's for the DH, Luke Riley. So you got 7, 8, 9 coming up for Chandler.
The pitch from Zaborowski is in there for a strike. You kind of wish you had a radar gun here.
Yeah, absolutely.
Be ready early. Let's go, baby.
The pitch, and it's fouled off.
I assume both of those pitches have been in the high 80s, low 90 range.
Be ready.
Braden was a little bit late there. A fastball hit her over towards the home dugout on the third base side.
Find a way to get that barrel out.
0-1. And that's grounded. Charging in is Wolf. The throw over gets him. One gone.
Very close play. You notice Wyatt almost lost control of that when he had to underhand it from quite a distance. He couldn't get his footing to throw a normal throw at it.
Now batting number 17, Christian Flores.
It's going to bring up Christian Flores, the first baseman for Chandler.
The pitch is in there for a strike.
Landon is nice and loose here. He is throwing some heat.
0-1 count. Swung on and missed. There was no catching up to that one. 0-2.
And the thing with Landon, when he is on, and he has a devastating breaking ball. It's not just a fastball thrower.
0-2 pitch, fouled off.
You saw just what kind of arm Landon had when he made that unbelievable play there on the line drive and then whipped it across the diamond to get the double play. Now he gets to really step into it on the mound.
Oh, 2, 1 out. The pitch from Zaborowski is above the head of the batter.
Breaking ball didn't break.
That one is low. Easy for the first base umpire to make that call. 2-2 pitch is low and away. Three-two count, 1 out. It's loud over here. The pitch is fouled off.
I'm going to see another fastball. I don't think Landon's going to mess around here. Christian showing quick hands, getting through that ball.
The pitch.
Now batting number 2, Freddie Santion.
You're right.
Yeah, it feels like the main purpose of Zaborowski to go out there is to throw late heat. So just go and throw that fastball. If it's working, go and do it.
What you're blessed with, right?
Right.
You know, for someone that hasn't spent a lot of time pitching, he has just got some natural ability out there.
2 outs, and there's a strike. Santion.
I would expect we're just going to see the fastball here.
That's the way. 1-1.
Let's go, baby. Ready on now. Let's go, baby. 1-2. Let's go, baby. On now. Fred. Up, Fred. Go!
That's popped up. Foul. 1-2.
See if he attempts here to go with that curveball.
That barrel to it.
1-2 pitch. Swung on and missed.
And he did. Another extra inning game for Basha here. I think this is the third or fourth game. They've actually gone extra innings.
So we'll be right back here on the broadcast.
Top of the eighth inning, Landon Zabrowski leading off.
That's the ball. 1-0 to Zaborowski.
That was a nice take because that was a beautiful breaking ball.
Two 0.
Hey, fill it up, fill it up. Come on, Sid, fill it up.
It's not.
No.
Not often you see your closer hitting.
There you go.
Got a chance to help himself here. Get a run on the board and get a chance for the win.
This one was low. That second one was a strike.
2-1. And that's a slow roller, and it stays fair. The throw is in time. One gone.
That ball spun from the grass back into the dirt towards the catcher.
You get your 2-3 put out. Oh, 1 is low for a ball, so 1-1 count here. Cannon is 0 for 3 on the day with 2 strikeouts. And that one is high. And that one is slugged,
Ripped.
and it's going to drop for a base hit.
That ball was ripped to left field.
It was one I couldn't see the trajectory until the very end that it was a surefire drop.
In today's game, what we've seen is basically almost all the hard hit balls have been right at somebody and they're finding the glove, but that was laced out to left field.
That brings up Chase Chandler, who is batting for Trey Jones, who was batting for Zach Bowles.
Yeah. Or
Ready, right there. Ready.
it's our third right fielder of the day.
And I only have 3 spots to write on the scorecard. And that's a grounder over to third. Two outs now. And
Cooper Holland came in as substitute as the DH for Thomas Peck. His last at bat, I believe he struck out.
First pitch to Holland is called a strike. I don't know if that one was consistent with what's been called, but you don't really complain. 0-1. And lunging at it. It'll be a nice 6-4 as we head to the bottom of the 8th.
So we're back here in the bottom half of the 8th inning. Didn't mean to step all over Ethan there. And if you're Chandler, this is what you want, right? They got going against a great closer, but you got the top of your order, 1, 2, 3 coming up.
Yeah, I mean, the same thing with Basha. They had their chance. Obviously not in the same way as Gavin Smith was, I believe, in a Smith and Madrid were up in the 7th. So you had to split up that, but yeah, good for a good chance here.
So 0-2 here.
0-2 to the leadoff, Hassan. And he's going to hit that one into the glove of Gavin Smith. One gone.
They look dangerous. It looked like Wyatt and Gavin might collide out there. It was just a little bloop straight up the middle.
Well, he caught that one like.
Yeah.
It looked like he was playing slow pitch softball with where he hit that ball.
Yeah, it was a breaking ball. He got out in front expecting that 90-mile-an-hour fastball and was way out in front, just tapped it. So we got the young catcher stepping in here, Yale Johnson.
Pitch Johnson is a ball. 1-0. One pitch. That's in there for a strike, 1-1.
I don't know. We don't have a gun today, but he seems to be reaching back and hitting something low today.
Yeah. And I think it's a combination of where we're positioned as well. We can really see it. As that's a ball. But you know, you look at it and say, there's no chance I'm hitting that. 2-1 is going to find the glove of Chase Chanley out in right field. 2 gone.
He hit that a long way out in right center field.
Get out front of one. Stay short.
Got the most dangerous hitter for Chandler coming up. Their leading hitter, the shortstop, Braden Flores.
Flores with an RBI single in the first and has been shut down ever since then. That's the strike.
Starts him off with a breaking ball. That's showing show respect there.
1. That's in the dirt.
Back to back.
Be on time. Get your barrel there, kid. Hunt out.
Let's go now. Let's go now, my baby.
1-1 pitch is outside. 2-1.
Must have just missed.
Last tie. 3-1.
The way Braden runs, you can score him with a double. Don't get too big. All we need is a ball in the gap. He can score from first.
3-1. And that's high. And not what you want if you're Basha. Braden Flores on the base paths.
Yeah, and the same though, you're not going to let him beat you, right?
Right.
Somebody else in the line's going to have to do it. Their number one hitter, it's okay. You'd rather walk him than give him something he can put over the fence and end the ball game with one swing. So now you make the rest of the team pick it up, right? 2 outs, runner on first. Just concentrate going after the batter right here. Sam Lorgan, the left fielder, number 13.
First pitch is low. Ball 1. For a strike, 1-1. 1-1 pitch is hit out there, and it's going to drop in. Grounding third is Flores. He's going to head home, Wolves. Chandler 2, Basha 1.
That's Premier Region Baseball right there. Throw the records out. These teams know each other. It's a great job of hitting right there by Sam Lorgan. And we just listened to the coach over here. Hey, with his speed, he's scoring from first if you get a double. It's exactly what happened. Great ball game out here at Chandler High. Ends in an unfortunate for us as Basha fans, but Chandler, you know, it's 2-1 victory.
And if you are tuning in on the Basha side of things, we'll be right back on the normal broadcast.
Senior Day.
Senior Day at Basha against Brophy.
Broadcast starting about 15 minutes early as we introduce and celebrate our seniors tomorrow.
But for today's game, I'm Ethan Schwager alongside Matt Bailey. Thank you so much to Paulo for letting us do this. And